Hi everybody, it's Heather from Heather's Fabulous Dog Training. Hey, today I want to talk to you about how not to greet a dog. I'm still seeing a lot of greets in public that are not good. And I'm trying to prevent you and your kids from getting bit, because what I'm seeing is grandparents and parents teaching the kids how to greet an animal that they've never met improperly. And what can happen is somebody's going to get bit. So a lot of times we see people walk up with their hand outstretched to the dog. No. I don't care if it's backwards. I don't care if it's forwards. Do not do it. Dogs do not see as well as we do. Their eyes are on the side of their head. So they see probably 10 feet really well. But anytime you're coming up on a dog, you do not want their hand in your face. That's a good way to get bit. Even just out of fear. A lot of times it's going to be out of fear. I'm going to equate it to you walking into Walmart and the greeter coming up and hugging you. That would scare the crap out of you. You'd be like, what the heck? I don't know this person. Why are they doing this? It's the same thing for a dog. So, we do not want to greet them like that. We do not want to greet them putting our hand up over the top of their head. Some people tend to do it in slow motion, thinking that we're preparing the dog, and so we're coming in and then going over. So you're blocking their view, their eyesight, and then you're going to pet their head. Well, if you know anything about dogs, you know that that's a dominant behavior. A hand over their head. A lot of dogs don't like to be pet on the head, even though that's what we traditionally do. Some dogs will just tolerate it. A lot of our personal dogs have used to us doing it, so they're okay with it, but they don't want a stranger to do it, okay? So we do not want to come in and put our hand up over their head and start petting them. That's a no-go. Worst of all, we don't want to walk up and hug them. 99.9% of dogs do not like hugs. Some may tolerate them. I've met 2 in my lifetime of all the thousands of dogs I've met that love hugs, okay? But as a whole, they do not. And kids love to hug dogs, and that can be very, very dangerous. We do not want a kid to get bit in the face and scarred for life. And we do not want a dog to have to be put down because they were startled by an improper greeting. Another thing, I had a patient when I was out doing therapy work with my dog, tried to walk up and grab their face and put their head in their face and, kissy, all this. We do not do that, okay? So those are things that we want to avoid, okay? If you're greeting a dog, typically, even though they can smell way better than us, I just stand completely still and I don't sit there and glare at them and make eye contact. Just sit there still and let them smell you. Sniff you up and down. You will be able to tell by how their body language is if they want to be petted. Definitely don't reach for them as they're walking away and try to touch them and get touched. Don't do that, okay? If you are going to pet a dog, I would say pet underneath their collar with their chest. I would not lean in and do it, but let pet them chest, pet their back, pet their butt. Pet back there is your safest bet. You don't want to be leaning over them, cowering them, being all dominant up in their space. That's going to make them feel insecure. Also, people tend to get down on the ground. That can be good or bad depending on the dog. So, I have had dogs where that totally made them be okay. And I've had other dogs, they'll go right for your face with a bite. So, you just have to be very careful and read the dog. So the biggest thing I always recommend to people is study canine body language. There's books out there, there's demonstrations out there, all of that, so that you know. Just because I hear people all the time misreading canine body language. Oh, their tail was wagging. Well, how was it wagging? Was it wagging really fast? Was it slow? Was it high up? Was it low? All that stuff matters. It doesn't matter to us. And I hear people say, oh, they went to bite out of the blue. No, the problem is we missed it. Their stuff is very subtle, and you might miss something very small, even maybe them showing their teeth a little bit, They'll do this little, like, or snap at the air to say back off. So a lot of the things that dogs do, we misinterpret, and therefore bad things happen. So first and foremost, never, never, never approach a dog and start petting them. Always ask the owner. And then when you do, stand still and let them approach you. That's your best bet on how to do it. And then just go from there. Just keep in mind, just because people are out in public with their dogs doesn't mean they want to be bargained by people. Even if they're dogs that like people, it's getting harder and harder for to go in public, because it's like I go in public and everybody wants to pet the dog. And the dogs just want to be out there enjoying their walk, enjoying the ride on the cart, whatever we're doing. And they don't want to necessarily be bombarded. So you do not have to have people and dogs greet your dog for true socialization or exposure. That is a myth, okay? Your dog doesn't need to meet every person and every dog. And if they do, you're more likely to have problems. If I let my dog greet everybody in public, then they don't care that I'm here. And then I'm no longer the leader. So it sounds like you're being strict and cruel, but you're exposing your dog to only positive things, but you're also making it so they look to you for all good things. And you can't guarantee that every greeting is going to be a positive experience for them. So those are some helpful tips to keep your dog safe, how not to greet and how to greet. I hope that is helpful. Please share this to help other people, because we're still doing the handout thing. Everywhere I go, people are putting their hand out. They're teaching the kids to do that. That is not the way to do it. Okay? I mean, you wouldn't want me to walk out and put my hand in your face. They don't want that either. So I hope you guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you. Bye.